LonzoWall, Shawman. There's another round of 32 matchup here, the 1700 bracket. LonzoWall picks Mont Bailey, Shawman picks Water Arena, and the neutral map, which will be game one, will be Nomad Hubs. In the draft, we see LonzoWall selected Turks, but those were sniped from him. We had Burgundians, Japanese, a random pick of Cumans, and then Goths. He banned Koreans, Shaman, banned Spanish, picked Italians, Mongols, Portuguese, Vikings, and Franks, and Mongols were sniped. I did see some comments about the draft and why the snipes aren't simultaneous, and I didn't really think about it, to be honest. So we might be changing that. I don't know yet. We'll see. I don't personally think that matters a whole lot, but I should consult the team, and we should probably have a conversation about it. But we'll see. We'll see if that changes. Nevertheless, we're gonna dive in the game here in just a moment. We'll be on Nomad Hubs here. Right? Did I say Nomad Hubs? Nomad Hubs it is indeed. Yeah. Game number one. Nomad Hubs versus Shawman 25 versus LonzoWall. LonzoWall will be playing with the Goth here in blue. He will choose Town Center, the Wood Hub. There's going to be some deer here, some berries, a little bit of gold, nothing too crazy, but the wood here, 250 for tree is quite nice. And then we have Shawman 25, gonna put a town center right around a food node here, just the deserty terrain, and then he'll have mineral nodes around him as well. His opponent will likely know where the town center is. Maybe not. Will it be one tile out of sight? No, he'll see that coming up, so that will be a thing. And then we'll have the players pretty far apart here. One change here that you may not see by looking at it, you do start with 4 villagers. So it makes things a little bit different here. You're going to have to drop a house pretty much immediately, but with 4 villas, that makes it pretty easy. And we'll see how things work out. Going to be interesting for sure. We have LonzoWall here with the Goth, a civ that we have seen a lot more lately, and I'm sure Hitch is going to be excited to see how this one turns out. Shawman, though, will take a boar nice and early with the Franks, a popular selection, a civ that, you know, actually has good counters for the infantry of Goth, especially with the throwing axeman. So that's exciting. We'll have to wait and see how that works and how everything looks here as the game continues. But cheap Frank castles also very nice, and you know, Shawman is very, very awkwardly going to have issues with food, I think. We'll have some berries and some hunt here, but for the most part, he doesn't have a ton of food to his name that he's controlling right now, which seems to be a bit awkward. And actually, is he trying to scare this away? That deer spooked for a while. I would actually try to shoot that if I was him. But nonetheless, he's not too worried about it. And some interesting house positions. But Shawman getting the houses down here will come in right before he would have been housed, basically. And, you know, this has been an interesting map. We have seen a lot of scouts and archers in this one. The last set we saw castle drops. It's very interesting. Depending on where you start, drop your town center can mean a whole lot for you. For now, basically, LonzoWall has a ton of wood. A ton of it. And if we just double click here, hold on. With invisible wood, he has 50k. That's done. On the other side, the wood is a lot less sparse, but, you know, nothing like 16k doesn't do you good, right? So wood, not the node that I would personally want to start on, but, you know, getting that town center up quickly can be super beneficial. There's a lot of wood on this map, and it looks like on this generation, the food hubs are all kind of spread into the south. Well, really across like this middle of the map and to the south, but the mineral hubs here are extremely gold rich. Makes it all the more interesting. This house will be seen, and this should be visible for LonzoWall now. He does see the town center. He does see villagers collecting this, and he has a villager scouting right now. So he's trying to find some more food, it looks like. And then on the opposite side here, we don't know where the opponent is. We have no idea where the opponent is. We do have some mills going up here, though, and spreading the eco out nice and early here. These villas are out here quite a ways, and they will be going after that boar, will be going after that deer. And we're going to have a boar brought in under the town center at the same time. No mill on the south. Probably just going to come back here to this. Actually, I think will work just fine. He should garrison that ville if he needs to, but doesn't need to. So a lot of food going to be coming in for Shawman here. Scouts are probable, I would say, on this map. For both civs, even. Goth player adding farms this early, maybe. Gonna go for a fast castle approach. Adding farms is not something you usually see on this map this early unless it is a fast castle play. There's just simply so much food on the map, and you really don't have to look that far. LonzoWall's taking deer here, he's taking deer here. He could take this boar. He already took, a few of this hunt here. And then you can see, obviously we got Shawman over here taking a boar. He's already taken some deer. Same here. Berries, hunt, boar. Lots and lots of food on the map. So adding farms and 4 farms, to say the least, is quite expensive. Lonzo, we'll see what time he clicks up at. This boar is going to be brought back here. With Goth, it's quite easy to kill. No loom. So this is risky. Do you have the house trick in him? Or is he going to lose this ville? It's going to be so close. It survives. It was quite close indeed. Villager down to, what do we have here? 4 HP with no loom. Not too bad. Gold is soon to come in for Shawman, who also is going to be clicking up a little later. Maybe this is just straight fast castle from both? Interesting, to say the least. I don't think we've seen this yet. Both players going for that later uptime, risking it here in game 1. And we're gonna see Shawman up first. Like he's clicked behind this. Lonzo has yet to click. And we'll wait and see if he does it after this rail here. Both players could be going for the same strategy, 25+2. And it looks like that's what they're going for. At least I would imagine so. If not, this is just late uptimes for both, really. Which would make this even more interesting, but Shawman will be the first player to go onto stone, perhaps? Otherwise, this mining camp doesn't make a lot of sense since he already has this gold here. No, Dread, there's not a specific uniform spread of the hubs individually. So, on this map, as I zoom deeply far out, you see that all of the wood has kind of corresponded in the middle to the north of the map. The food hubs are all really between, let's say, the south, west, and the east, basically. And then the mineral hubs are basically from east to southwest, or sorry, west to southeast. It's not spread in any specific fashion. It makes scouting early and finding that town center position all that more important, I'd say. But there's so much in the way of res on this map that players can really go for whatever they'd like, and they're usually just fine. Lonzo actually going to add a stable. He's not on gold. And then we'll have Market Blacksmith behind this for Shawman, who's kind of building a wall across the middle of the map here. Looks like the wood line being taken over here. Stable. What? We don't have the wood? No, we have the wood. What's he going for? What is the next thing he's going for here? He needs another building. Did he forget? He's trying to wall. Yes, that's fine and dandy, but we don't have castle age. We need another building. He's housed right now. The build is starting to look a bit rough here for Lonzo. He doesn't have a second building. Every second he doesn't have the second building going up is later and later he's going to be up. There comes a market with only one vill, so he's not in a super high hurry to go up. And behind this we have the barracks being added, so... I mean, it's likely going to be a stable, obviously, from Shawman. I think that only makes sense, right? Is kind of what it is. Interesting. Very interesting situation here. The walls are quite extensive and really aren't walling anything off at this point, though. So Shawman looking to be aggressive, looking to play that. Castle Age click is not here yet either for Lonzo, as he's not been able to keep that food count above 800. We'll be trying to get there momentarily. Probably just sell some wood and buy up. Or he's just gonna wait, I guess. He's up so late though. Lonzo could be in trouble here. He really could be, just because of the uptime here. The scouts are here though. Oh, I missed the scouts. He went scouts. They did get a villager kill. Picked off the stable vill nonetheless, so this is actually great. The scouts have done at least enough damage to cause problems and throw the build off, as the villager will come back out here. He should probably quick wall this, and he will do so. He's probably gonna have to finish those walls though. See if he's paying attention. He is, so this is good damage here. He needs to finish this. Spearman is coming back. Probably another spearman coming out. Yeah, there it is. So that stable will finally go up. Another stable built here, so knights will be out and on their way. Scouts looking to do as much damage as possible. And the most annoying thing here is... Oh, he knows where the market is now. Oh, the market gave his position away. That is unfortunate. Another town center going to come up here in this node. I think that makes a lot of sense to get another town center down there. Maybe even one there would be good. But unless seeing that market is actually huge. They built it right on top of the house. So Castle Age gonna be here in plenty of time now with the scouts. If I would have seen the scouts coming in, I wouldn't have made such a big deal about the uptime, to be honest. Scouts are doing good damage though. Looking like they're gonna kill some vills. One vill does go down, idles a lot more, and yeah, not ideal. There's still villagers that are exposed here. The knights are forward now though, and we will see the spearmen starting to defend. Not gonna be the greatest though, and now we have that monastery coming down. More spearmen in defense. This town center should be fine to go up. There are 3 spears here to 2 knights, but the one knight is almost dead and will die here shortly. Scouts still lurking, trying to do damage, but it is 2 town centers to 1, and we will see it be 3 town centers to 2 here shortly. And the economy here is even right now, 33 vills apiece, even with the differing uptimes, with the damage that was done there. Was very good for LonzoWall to get these scouts in, do some damage. He's killed 2 economic villagers now. And he's threatening to do more. There's a knight chasing. These villagers will likely just fight. No, they're just going to run. This is a bit awkward. That knight will get the scouts, but it's a bit too late as another villager goes down here. And Lonzo looking to be in good shape now. Town centers up and running, and the pikemen will Let the knight go because he was trying to get the conversion. A few goats here for both of them have been taken, but haven't been used even for scouting at this point. 2 TCs, though. We will have a castle. It is a bit forward, but really not much. And that knight will be converted. Great use of the monk there. And we'll have quite a few villas coming out, and I guess, I would imagine we're just going to go into throwing X-Men. Would make sense here, I think. Wheelbarrow coming in behind this. There's the other town center. This town center is not in the greatest of positions, but at least we have 3 for production. The castle will go up. The pikemen here will be at risk, but all things considered, not the end of the world. And we hear conversions. Nope, we see this one gets deleted here as he tried to take it out. Throwing axeman going to be in here as well, so we are going to start to see that switch on to the throwing axeman potentially. Pikeman does not survive. Economically, Lonzo does have a 5-vil advantage at the moment. Lonzo buying food and wood. Don't know what for. But nonetheless, fairly close game. Map split in an awkward ways, as usual, as this map always does. Economic upgrades are heavy plow and double bit axe for Lonzo without wheelbarrow. We have wheelbarrow, we have heavy plow, and double bit axe for Shawman. So it's fairly close, but Shawman does have the better eco upgrades, and he is on 3 TCs as well now. That stone is getting eaten up very quickly. We could see more of them coming down. The throwing axeman coming in here. Not a single conversion on the throwing axeman. The pikemen doing damage here, but they will not be enough, as the throwing axeman will clean up all these pikemen, clean up a lot of monks here, and they're going to be up to 8 kills. Let's see a knight now. Throwing axemen are actually insanely good, especially if you can get them built up. What do the Goths do against throwing axemen? I would say skirm or hand cannon or onager would be fine options. But it looks like we're going to go into Goth Knights, which is also, I mean, realistically, it's not the option they want to go for. But yeah, I see you. I see you. Thank you as well. Or thanks, man. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. I look forward to casting so many sets. Like, this is the 3rd set I've casted today. I casted 1 set early on, and now this is the 2nd set of the evening, game 1. If there is time, I will cast a 3rd set later. The monks are going to get some crazy good conversions here, actually. That monk's going to go down. That castle's going to go up. This castle is going to be deleted, which is awkward. But it will be a situation where this castle causes a huge threat here. And now the race is actually going to be to the Imperial Age, as this castle should go up. Not much more damage should be achievable here. And Shawman should be hoping to get to the next age faster, as this villager is completely off the map here, and likely will get taken down here at some point. Yep, there goes that axe that killed him. This town center going down here slowly. We will have a villager lead for LonzoWall, but it is very, very tight, within 3 villas, and Shawman actually will have handcart now, so again, his eco upgrades will be slightly better. But yes, I see you, Knight. I don't know what you're, if you're just saying because you said thank you, or thanks to me. I don't know. Did I miss something else? I'm not miss any messages or anything, did I? No. No, I did not. No, it's about the knight in game. Ah! Okay, okay. If you say so. More villagers here for Shawman. Lonzo's about to click. Imperial. Oh, Lonzo. He clicked in this town center. Oh no. It's gonna die. Tell me he notices. This is gonna be so devastating. That villager actually saving this thing for a little bit longer. Oh, this is so sad. It's not gonna go up. Imp is not gonna happen. And now we're gonna have a castle here. Oh, Lonzo's dead. Lonzo is gonna die. Imperial Age. Oh, this is desperation at its finest. This castle right here. The throwing axeman could garrison in and outside of this. Lots of vills can die. It goes up. But at what cost? Imp is up. No, he's done it again. It should be fine this time, though, because the castle is here, and this should not be targeted. The castle should be targeted. We might even see petards, and we will see petards. But Shawman has not clicked up, so this is actually great news now. As we see, this knight has killed a few units here. Not great. The pikeman upgrade is in. Oh, the petards are going the wrong way, actually. That's quite a shame. The petards are going the wrong way. Alright, Imperial Age will come in this time, though. He should have already been imp, though. That is the biggest situation here. And these petards are going the wrong way. He's fixed that. We have one axeman here that's trying to do some damage. Only has one kill, but will go down. Bodcanero coming in as well. But Imp is going to be in so much faster for LonzoWall. It should have already been here, which makes this all the more awkward. He needed these petards to be in here, though. He continues to produce petards. The economy is spreading for Lonzo, as it has here for Shawman, but Lonzo will be up. The question is, will he have what it takes to push this back? Huskarls versus Throwing Axeman, not the greatest. He will petard this castle down, based on the number of petards that he is going for here. As Lonzo sells some wood to get some resources, and we see a push with rams. Well, that's not going to work with Huskarls around. He would have actually needed to had a few of those for that to work as well. Another town center here. Lonzo looking to expand. Shawman looking to go up, and the petards will take out this castle. That is good. It will actually negate trebs from being produced from that one, which is nice. And the rams and the throwing axemen will go forward here and maybe even take out this town center and the university, of course. But Imp is now on its way in, and there's castles all around, so it will be taking a long time to treb all these down. But what unit are we going to see here? We see a few pikemen, we see another castle here. The petards will make quick work of this town center. Yes, this will get trebbed down, but at what cost? The university is going down as well. I don't think that university was used for anything. So, nice to take that out. Throwing axemen are moving in here. The infantry for Lonzo is going to have to be massed for quite a while to be able to deal with this. So far, we just have not seen it, and they're diving. That could be huge, actually. The castle is being slightly repaired. We are seeing infantry teched into, and oh, the health wall, not enough. It was realized, so these villagers should scatter. Not all of them are, though, and more eco will go down. Lonzo is falling off on the economy side. He has lost a lot. A lot of stuff has been pushed back. Preparing to this castle is not going to survive, but it did maybe delay it for a short period of time. And villagers continue to die, and the military isn't going to be very high for either player here, but these throwing axemen here have 6 eco kills, 8 kills in total. With the bearded axe coming in, so we'll have +1 range on these, which is awesome. Another castle going to be going down. Bearded axe, I think, will finish. It's going to be close, however. Actually, might not finish. It's going to be super close. Oh, I don't think it's going to finish. Oh, 95%. So bearded axe, not going to happen. We do see anarchy coming in. And villagers are everywhere. Stables being teched into. Shaman going for infantry upgrades, conscription, bowsaw, chemistry. I think he could go hand cannon, bombard cannon. Be fine and dandy, but he will go into stables as well. Blast furnace coming in behind this. The throwing axeman here will now destroy the Huskarls. A lot of those died just trying to get in here. And the military is mostly pikemen, and one throwing axeman for the Goth player. Now, throwing axemen continue. Pikemen here. Trebs now coming from this side. There are 3 trebs already set up behind this, and we will see light cav. So he's going to go into more of a trash and raid situation, which I think is actually quite nice here. He doesn't know where everything is. There are 24 throwing axemen, though. They are not elite. And the GG will come in. Shawman will take game 1 here in a very interesting Nomad Hubs game. GG's though to both. What is game opening set? My oh my. Let's shift over to the drafts here. We will go to LonzoWall's home map next, which will be Mott and Bailey. Civilizations, Goths lose, Franks win. Mott and Bailey will be the next map here, and then if we go to the final game, Shawman has Water Arena selected, so lots of interesting possibilities with those. Let's dive in. Game number 2 here on Mott and Bailey. Thank you guys again for joining me. I know there's been a lot of casting going on. Hope you guys are enjoying all of the sets. Shawman winning game number 1, looking to put this away. He will be here as the Vikings. And then on the opposite side, we have LonzoWall here with the Burgundians. Anyways, some chatter on the side there. Don't know what that was all about in the lobby. Mott and Bailey, Snowy Edition. Some deserty terrain as well. Gotta love it. Vikings, a civ that's seen a lot of weird situations over the last year and a half. I do like it though a lot. I think they're a better civ now than they were. And then LonzoWall with the Burgundian civ that's been very powerful with those early eco upgrades. Costolier and their charge, always very nice. This is such a neat looking map. Yeah, I love it. The terrain is it's like a deserty snow or something. I don't know. It's a very interesting map. Shoutouts to Hitch, who was with me for the first set, but had to step away, and I don't think he's going to come back at this point, which is fine. Vikings against Burgundians. I don't really recall seeing this matchup all that often. I think Burgundians should have a lot of advantages in the late game. I think. So I would have to favor the Burgundians late game. The Vikings do have some great upgrades. However, Burgundians have a lot more damage on their gunpowder units. Their eco is also quite good. We'll have to see what happens. It's going to be interesting. Obviously, I don't know what these guys are going to go for. If they both boom again, I will be in shock, and I will assume that the new meta will be just that everyone's going to boom again. We haven't seen two players boom in one of the sets that we casted earlier. Both players did some interesting plays. It looked like they were both going to boom. Didn't end up happening. We'll have to wait and see what happens here. Leading to these walls. These walls really aren't too much protection anyways, but bringing in the boar. Mills and outposts and lining camps, all a very nice situation. Shawman did not build houses, which is huge. And the same can be said for Lonzo here. So players of this level are learning that you start with a few houses to begin with, and you don't have to build your own. And actually, both players have a limited number on wood here, especially Shawman. He has only 2 bills on wood, and I think that's the right call, as we have 4 here for a Burgundian player. I think the less on wood, the better on this map for the early game, to be honest. And actually, some very in-depth pushing of the deer here happening as the hunt will be pushed all the way to the town center, which is actually quite impressive given this hill. But I think that it's a little awkward because the deer kind of freaks out on this hill. Let's watch. Let's observe the scout. We will follow it along, and I think it freaks out right here. No, I guess it doesn't. So he's religiously trying to push this. This is part of the strategy here for him, I'd say. I like it. I like it. This is not something that I've seen much. Maybe once before, maybe twice before, but, you know, getting that hunt in, not having to send your vills and have them run and have an idle TC time. I like it a lot, actually. We have Loom, and then we have Feudal Age coming in for Shawman here. That's what 2 on wood gets you. This is the same commitment. You think so? I mean, it could very well be, but we're going for a barracks. And we're going to go for a mill out here on the hunt. Hasn't taken that boar, which is actually interesting. Does Lonzo not see that boar? He should. The outpost is right there. Very interesting indeed. Will be a barracks here from Vikings. But yeah, this could very well be a 1TC push. Lonzo is not going to be going up for Fast Castle, though. So, that's the big difference. That boar is still hiding. I don't know if he just can't see it or what. But maybe Lonzo will take it at another time. We'll have to wait and see. A barracks here for Lonzo coming up, so maybe he anticipates something. The quick uptime for Vikings is also a little less punishing for you because, yes, you're lacking eco, but you will get wheelbarrow for free and handcart free subsequently by advancing to the next age. So, I mean, that boosts your economy. So an 18 pop, 21 pop, even a 22, 23 pop, you still end up with quite the advantage here with the efficiency of your villagers. Shawman was able to take out the scout. The militia will come forward, and man-at-arms upgrade coming in hot behind that. This actually needs to be addressed immediately if he's going to keep this out. And I don't think he's going to. I think that Shawman is going to get in here. There's no militia. He's going for an archery range defense. And the man-at-arms will be in. And is he going to continue production? He is not. So behind this, he is dropping more economy. Yeah, this is the problem. Everyone thinks that this map is a very safe map to play. He's going to get supplies, make these even cheaper. And oh, does this will have mill? No loom. No, not again. Guys, you can't do this. No. There's no loom. There's no loom. Um, this game could end very quickly here. Very quickly. This Vill's dead. That's 3 dead Vills. The scout has 4 kills. The enemy scout and now 3 villagers. This is open. He could just waltz in here. Loom is not in for LonzoWall. So he goes for archers, and all things considered, yeah, more man-at-arms. This game could end before 20 minutes in game here. And it very well might. We have anything behind this? There's just full man-at-arms. It's full man-at-arms, hunt, and eco behind. Yes, the archers are going to do some damage. There's no fletching, though. He very well could come forward. This man-at-arm is going to get some damage here, actually, as well. And, yeah, the archers are going to go down. The man-at-arms are here. They are doing damage. The micro's not here. Where did that spearman even come from? Where did I miss that? But all things considered, the range is going down. The spear is dead. 1 archer is not enough to stop this archery range from going down. We're going to have to see another archery range. Lonzo doesn't have the wood for that. Doesn't have a market. This is going to be GG. Why not wall behind is right. He had villagers right here. He should have sent someone. I'm sure that Lonzo has the same thought in his head as this man-at-arms is going to kill this archer. Fletching comes in, but that won't do him any good. And the simple play here with infantry civs is huge. Just absolutely huge. He's just spreading these out now. He's going to try to find a place to do damage. He's going to attack the gold now. He's going to have a range at home, but he doesn't have gold, so he's had to make a skirm and an archer. And yeah, the production comes 1 man-at-arm at a time. And if you wanted to be really, really greedy here for Shawman, he could cut production completely. And he would still be fine to switch into archers. And he could do plenty of damage that way. Switching into archers now behind this, or coming forward to tower as suggested here. But, I mean, he has such a lead. Less idle time. These man-at-arms are desperately trying to break in here, and actually he's going to send more man-at-arms. And these vills are actually repairing this now. This is not a good sign. It's not a good sign at all. Lonzo in a lot of trouble. Even a switch to scouts behind this I would not mind, personally. As we will see a forward archery range, yeah, and that's the right move. You just go man-at-arms skirm. Or man-at-arms archers, and be just fine. These repairs are coming in, but he knows he's just going to send man-at-arms at you. He's fully committed here, and you can't be off of gold for this long and be able to defend this for very long. What's the Vill at for this? My question. Forever and a day behind, apparently. There are 9 men-at-arms going to be attacking this, though. This will absolutely melt this, and he's actually getting +1. Oh my goodness. The food income behind this is fine. The wood income is fine for now, but sacrifice the man-at-arm here, man-at-arm there, micro it away, and yeah, the villagers are under threat. Does he have a loom yet? He does not have a loom. I don't think he even knows he doesn't have loom at this point. He could have had loom. Could have easily had loom. And Lonzo struggling here, thinking it was a safe map. Big mistakes players are making here. Skirmisher gonna drop a house inside here, why not? As soon as skirms come out, there's not much more that can be done. Man-at-Arms over here just hanging out. Probably should go kill this. Padded Archer Armor coming in. Skirmishers will be able to deal with this in low numbers, really. And before long, it will be Skirm versus Man-at-Arm and Skirm, it looks like. Lonzo's trying to click up to the next stage, but Shaman's going to be able to buy up here soon. He's got so much gold he's floating. Mango Lord TV, thank you for the raid. Welcome to all your viewers and to you. Currently in a best of 3 here in the round of 32 for Battlegrounds 3. It's a tournament that I'm hosting, and thank you. Thank you for coming. Hopefully you guys enjoy. We have another set to cast after this one. This is the third set of the day for me, and then I've got another set to cast after. So lots of great games, lots of people coming into the scene here from my Discord, and this is fully custom maps, by the way, made by Hitch. Shout out Hitch. But thank you again for the raid. I do appreciate it. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Right now we're seeing what many people have made mistakes on here is they think this wall is going to be a boomy game, and then one player does something like Shawman's doing here and has complete aggression. And yeah, Half-Lage will be in. He has survived the onslaught and will make it here, but this is not the position you want to find yourself in, as the skirmishers will clear up another archer. Not the greatest. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, Mango. Lord TV. It's a great name, by the way. Great name indeed. Half-Lage will have 2 stables, as everything is condensed here into the back. It's going to be very difficult. No upgrades on these either. And thank you for the follow as well, Super Terrier 3. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Half-Lage, and I think we just continue with longswords and skirms. Nope, we're going to have a stable here from the Vikings. The Viking player is adding a stable. Not something we see very frequently. Those knights are about to destroy these skirms, but we have bigger problems as these man-at-arms look to get in here and do all the damage possible. Soon to be longswords, actually. These longswords actually hold up better than most longswords against knights because of that additional HP. Knights do have +1 defense here, but they don't have bloodlines either, so maybe that's why we're seeing the stable added behind it, because neither of these civs have bloodlines, and at least they can trade off a little more evenly, perhaps. But I mean, longswords coming to wreck the gold-taking party here. And this is really that's keeping Lonzo in the game right now. It's the simple fact that he has some gold sitting here. It's able to be taken. Skirmishers are making work, though, of these villagers. And the longswords are making short work here as well. And a quick game here. Again, players are very adamant that they can boom here, and it just has proven time and time again that this is not a map that you can boom on. It seems safe. We give you lots of free things. You start with mills, lumber camps, outposts, fortified walls here, and palisade walls here. But your eco is so far from the walls, doesn't take much to bust right through those. And Shawman is making this a very quick set here, taking this one 2 games done over LonzoWall. GG's. Thank you again for the raid there, Mango Lord TV, and all your viewers. Thank you for swinging over here with that raid. Do appreciate it. I have another set to cast after this one. Lonzo, thank you for participating. I did follow you on your stream earlier today. Hopefully your games went well. Shawman will continue on to the next round. We're going to update the bracket here. For anyone who wishes to avoid spoilers, if you're looking to catch up on the bracket, that'll all be on YouTube and in the VOD. If you guys are interested, I will warn you now that you will want to look away from the bracket that will be updated here momentarily. And yes, Super Terry, this is a tournament that I am hosting, and we actually had a show match between Viper and Hera to promote it. Shawman takes the set 2-0. He will advance on. I do have round of 64, but there's only 6 matchups in there, so we have players playing if they have their opponent for the round of 32 and the round of 64. There's additionally a 1300 bracket that we are in the round of 16 of, and I'm casting everything simultaneously. Every set will be casted. It's a huge commitment on my end. I'm just non-stop casting for the next month, essentially, which has been awesome. Shawman moves on. The next set will be between Hopeless and Alexander, and that is a round of 64 matchup. I'm going to dive right into that one here. Just a second.